Salam and welcome back to my channel Stranger in Tehran. I had been planning to make this video and to share my winter days with you for quite some time, and I have been making some short videos every now and then to capture the moments of this winter to then share them with you. But well, you have probably heard what is going on in Iran. To be honest, I have been having doubts not only about making this video and posting it, but because I just couldn't make myself record this final part of the video. But also I have been having some doubts and second thoughts about continuing this channel even, because well, in this situation you literally don't know what is going to happen tomorrow and how things are going to unfold, and whether you still will be able to make any videos, to post anything on the internet. That's pretty hard to continue doing it. And also, like, the whole situation, the ups and downs, and the constant stress and fear just takes out all the pleasure of making videos and all the energy. And to be honest, there is almost nothing to share with you anymore, because people's spirits are very low. People in the country, I think they are barely functioning because of all the pressure of the economic situation, of the political situation, of the uncertainty about the future and what is going to happen tomorrow. The only thing people are able to talk about are these things, the prices that keep rising every day, and the uncertainty and the news, the talks that everyone is following and can't predict. And people are not in the mood for anything, actually. Like, museums are closed, galleries, different cultural events, there is nothing going on. The only entertainment we have been having is going out for a coffee or for grocery shopping or like going for a walk in a park, and that's it. Living in Tehran nowadays really feels like the city, the country is embracing itself for the worst outcome, for the worst possible scenario. In this kind of situation, to be honest, I don't even dare to take my phone out of my pocket and to film anything, because it doesn't seem very safe to do so. We don't go out much. This really feels like just trying to stay sane, trying to stick to the routine, and that's it. Just like I don't know what is going to happen in Iran tomorrow, I don't know what is going to happen to this channel and whether I'm going to continue making videos or not. I thought that I should be honest with you and share it with you and share these plans, not plans, but maybe just thoughts with you. So let's get back to the topic of this video, and let me tell you about my winter days and what this winter felt like. I talked about the Christmas situation in Iran in one of the previous videos, which you can check out, of course, if you haven't done it yet. Then came January, and on the first day of January, I was very excited about the new year, and I was thinking that it is going to be a new beginning for me, because 2025 was not the best of the years. It was extremely difficult, first of all, because of the Israel attacks. Talked about them in one of my videos, which you can surely check out, and explained what it felt like personally to me. I really was hoping that the life was going to get somewhat better in the future. And on the first day of January, I decided to go to a Christmas-themed cafe and just to sit down with myself, think about the previous year, what it was like, what was achieved, maybe even plan the next year, which was, as I now think, just ridiculous. To be honest, it feels absolutely inappropriate to talk about achievements anymore and to talk about any good stuff of 2025 anymore. Because to be honest, I don't have that much hope left for the future. So I don't think that any of that would mean anything anymore, any of these achievements, and I'm not sure if I can keep up with them, like the travels and the going outs and stuff like that, and different discoveries that I made about Iran and stuff. So I am not going to talk about them in this video, but I will still share with you some of the videos that I took in that cafe so that you can see what it was like. And then we will get back here to discuss the rest of January. Today is January 1st, so Happy New Year, and I hope you will have a great year ahead of you, full of amazing trips and interesting discoveries, and maybe even a trip to Iran. Like, my husband and I stayed till the midnight yesterday because, well, in Russia, New Year is a big event, a big holiday. It's much more important than Christmas, because Christmas is just a religious holiday and mostly like more religious people celebrate it, while the New Year is a holiday for the whole country, the main holiday for the whole country, something that maybe unites the whole country, just like Nowruz unites all Iranians. So that's why we stayed until midnight last night, and I was so surprised when I heard fireworks right at 12 a.m. And they were like not the official fireworks, I believe, but just someone was probably celebrating New Year too, and they did fireworks, and that was so great because it added up to the festive vibe of the night, and it definitely felt great to know that we were not the only ones celebrating it. So yeah, I hadn't noticed anything like that in the previous years, and I think that was the first time that I heard fireworks at 12 a.m. on the 1st of January. And today I decided to spend the day with myself. I decided to go to a cafe with some Christmas decorations so that they make this day more festive and more special. And also I decided to think about what this year had for me, think about the things that I did last year, think about what I want the next year be like, things like that. So the weather is pretty cold these days, although it is not snowing in the most parts of Tehran, maybe just in the north of Tehran. So, but it is really, really freezing outside. So I'm wearing everything that I have, like double socks and lots of layers just to keep myself warm. But at least the air is crisp and fresh. I'm okay with accepting this temperature, which, by the way, goes below 0 at night. And right now, I think it's about 4 or 5 degrees. But at least clean air, fresh air is really valuable in Iran, in Tehran at least. Another highlight of the first days of January was our hunt for snow. It rarely snows in Tehran, so I really wanted to create some proper winter atmosphere and to walk on the snow and see the snow. And that is why we went to Tochal ski resort, and this is what it was like. It is the first days of January and we haven't seen any snow yet in Tehran. Maybe in the northern parts of Tehran there is snow, or there has been snow so far, but not in our neighborhood, and we haven't seen any snow yet this year. This has become kind of a tradition for us to go find snow somewhere every winter. And today we decided to go to Tochal mountain, and we want to go to Tochal ski resort, and for that we will need to take a cable car. I took this cable car only once many years ago, over 15 years ago I think, and we went maybe only to the first or second stop, and this time I would like to go up to the very end, to the last station of the cable car, which is the ski resort. So as usual, I'm taking you with me and I will show you everything, and hopefully we will reach the snow and we will play with the snow, and yeah, I will finally have a proper winter. So let's go. Tochal complex is located within the borders of Tehran, like within Tehran, and it is located in the north of Tehran. And we came here by car, and we parked the car in the parking lot, and then we took an electric kind of shared taxi to get to the point where they sell tickets for the cable car, which you can actually see behind me. Here there are quite a lot of cafes and fast food restaurants and like ordinary restaurants and shops. From the parking lot it takes quite a while to get here to this point, so you can either walk or take that shared electric car that we did, and which is pretty cheap. And yeah, so there is no snow here, but we will go up in the mountains and finally reach the snow and the ski resort. We went past stop 2, and there is more snow in here already. That's exciting, but to be honest, a bit scary because I am afraid of heights. So yeah. This is so exciting. This is my first time actually at a ski resort. I have never been to one because, well, I grew up near Moscow and there are no ski resorts at all and no mountains. So this is really very exciting, and I have missed the sound of walking on the snow so much, and I realized it just now, and this is such a pleasure to hear like the sound of the snow when you walk on it. That's just how winter, proper winter feels like. And I am so happy that we got here. So we are at the 7th stop of Tochal cable car, and it took us about 45 minutes to get here. We stopped at station number 2 and 5, where they checked our ticket as well. And now we are at the last station, the last stop. And yeah, that's it. That's the ski resort, Tochal ski resort. Wow, this is so exciting. This is the first time that I am taking this type of, I don't know, cable car, what it is called. In Persian it is called telesiege, probably the French word for it. And although I'm afraid of heights, but I'm not afraid at all right now. It doesn't seem scary at all. But it is very exciting, and it is absolutely free, so we'll probably take it a couple more times because this is just very exciting.
It's scary.
Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed with the excitement of it all, of this whole experience. We have spent a couple of hours here and it was amazing. We really had a lot of fun. And the view is really actually quite disturbing from here because you can see the smoke of the city, and actually the city is not visible at all. And it would be really interesting to visit this place in spring when the air is fresh and see how much of the city is visible in spring when there is no smoke. I just wanted to say a couple of words about the ski resort itself. Cable cars start at 7 or 8 a.m. early in the morning, and you can even rent all the equipment and the snowboard or ski at the bottom, like at the first stop where we bought the tickets, and then take the cable car and come here to the ski resort. And here in the ski resort there is even a hotel and a couple of cafes, so there is food that you can have during the day. You can even stay here overnight. So the good thing about it is that like you can spend a whole weekend here. Today is Wednesday, so it's like almost the weekend, but not yet. And it was not crowded at all. There is even a ski school, so you can learn how to ski too. And during these couple of hours that we were here, we saw 2 or 3 people that got injured while skiing. So yeah, that's a tricky sport, I would say. And another thing I wanted to say was that there are quite a few ski resorts around Tehran. So this one, Tochal, is the easiest one because you can take a cable car from the city, so you don't need to leave the city to get here. But there are a few other ones which are located in near small villages outside Tehran, to the north of Tehran, like for example Dizin or Darbansar. When the situation in Iran was more stable, some people would even come here just to ski from other countries. And then the internet blackout started. And because there was no internet, I was cut off from my family, from my friends. I couldn't work because there was no internet, and I wasn't able to connect to the outside of Iran. So it was pretty hard 2 weeks. The only thing I think that kept us sane was going out for walks, sometimes seeing friends, and of course reading. And although I wasn't able to continue with the online discussions for my Chapters of Iran book club, I was able to read at least for it. I spent quite a lot of time reading and read quite a lot of books during those 2 weeks. By the way, if you are interested in joining my book club, I will leave all the information about it in the caption, so make sure to check it out and to contact me if you are interested. You are always welcome to join the book club and to read along. As I said, one of the things that we did just to cheer up just a little bit was going for walks. And I want to share a couple of walks with you. On one of them, we went to Reytaria Park in northern Tehran and stopped by a Japanese cafe and tried some Japanese sweets, which is quite rare, I think, in Tehran. Another walk was again in northern Tehran because it snowed all of a sudden. It was heavily snowing for a full day, and we decided to go to northern Tehran because the temperatures are slightly lower than in southern Tehran, and there is definitely more snow usually there. So we decided to have a walk under the snow. And there were like lots of people actually playing with the snow, playing snowballs and making snowmen, just enjoying the snow. These were those rare things that people could turn to just to get their mind off what was going on in the country. So let's see what it was like. The winter continues, and there are still a couple of weeks according to the Christian calendar and a full month according to the Iranian calendar of winter to go. Although the situation remains absolutely uncertain in the country, the nature is doing what it is supposed to do, and the days are getting warmer, there are more sunny days, and certainly it gives some hope to me personally. And the only thing left, I think, is just to hope that the renewal of nature and spring will bring us something better than what we have seen this winter. Let's finish this video on this positive note. And hopefully I will see you sometime in the future. Wish you all the best, and hopefully I will come back with better news and better stories from Iran. But for now, Khuda Hafiz.